today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here in Atlanta, GA. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
His throw incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
They're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This is taken at the 15. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 65 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Hooked in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Eric Murray. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Pennell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to get it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
Exactly.
there. But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This pass finds its way to Williams.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Touchdown, Packers!
Touchdown.
Mo Alley Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. First down. It's Carson, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The 47-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Packers.
So we've come upon halftime here in week. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm and really think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They'll look to throw. Throw going to be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookies... season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The kickoff.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Quickly completed to the right flat. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The pass. Complete to number 6. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down. And that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
For his wideout. Brings up third down and 1.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 11. We'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Falcons' 47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up a throw.
Able to find Higgins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And find Williams on the slant.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decided
here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because The defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to take over at the 21. Yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. They did on this one.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense.